Chapter 12, 37. Dragon Lady, Translator. Atlas Studios, Editor. Atlas Studios, Goo Master. Big Beard naturally did not understand Fang Yuan's emotions. As a transmigrator from Earth, the special abilities of Goo Masters were simply superhuman. Turning from a normal person to a superhuman, of course Fang Yuan would be excited and enthusiastic. Furthermore, my aptitude is low, only at C grade. How can I not work harder? The young Fang Yuan chuckled as he spoke. Uncle, go ahead with your business. I will continue cultivating, Fang Yuan said again. Goo Master. Big Beard laughed as he shook his head, tactfully leaving. Standing afar, he looked at Fang Yuan, who was cultivating earnestly. He had a complex gaze as he muttered, even if you work so hard, what for? C-grade aptitude, cruel reality will assault you and extinguish that fire of enthusiasm. Failure will get rid of your excitement. Such enthusiasm and hard work, how long can it last? At another corner of the dream realm, the real Fang Yuan was holding onto the branch that was nearly cut off by the moonlight. Not bad this dream path. Goo material is quite good. If I am lucky, I can refine more than 10 dream path mortal goo. He smiled lightly as his deep, dark pupils flickered with light, resembling stars in the sky. Bai Xiang Grotto Heaven. The humans alike, Dragon's Goo refinement method was at its final crucial moment. Persevere. You cannot slack for even a moment, Master. You can do it. You can definitely succeed. Bai Xiang Heavenly Spirit screamed. The Goo formation was operating. The pillar of light was tall and mighty, like it was holding up heaven and earth. The center of the pillar was so shiny that one could not look at the light directly. There was a human-shaped figure of fire in it. It was Bai Ning Bing. His face and body had all melted, like candles that were exposed to intense heat. His hair was all burned, his eyes were blind. Even his hands and legs were all melted into one. Bai Ning Bing was nothing like a human. The intense pain had never stopped assaulting him for the last weeks. Initially, he screamed in pain, roaring at the sky, nearly fainting. But afterwards, he survived countless dangerous situations, forcibly preserving his life until now, gritting his teeth and enduring. Next, his teeth and tongue were also melted by the raging wave rising dragon fire, fusing together. He smiled, a relentless smile. Next, he could not even smile anymore, because his nose and face had all melted like wax. Now he was just a human pole. It was a horrific sight. But Bai Xiang Heavenly Spirit could sense Bai Ning Bing's determination. His determination was firm as steel. After the burning of the fire and the pain that tempered him, he was becoming more firm and unwavering. Such determination made even Bai Xiang Heavenly Spirit lost for words. Initially, even Bai Xiang Heavenly Spirit did not think Bai Ning Bing would succeed. Because Bai Ning Bing's situation was too terrible, the humans alike Dragon's Goo refinement method was extremely dangerous. Every Goo refinement carried risks of failure. In history, any Goo Master or Goo Immortal who tried to turn into a Dragon Man would be extremely careful and make ample preparations, only taking this risk after they were sufficiently prepared. Boom! An intense sound resembled the striking of thunder. The pillar of light dissipated as a lump of fire flew upwards. It was shaped like a fiery dragon. Its red body was strong as ever. After flying one round in the sky, it flew down towards Bai Ning Bing. Bai Ning Bing was a lump of meat now. His bones, flesh, dao marks, blood, and skin were all fused into one. The meat seemed like a bottomless hole, absorbing the whole of the fiery dragon that crashed towards it. Next, the meat turned red. The temperature rose, intense flames were raging nearby, causing distortions in the air due to the high heat. When the lump of meat became red to the extreme, it exploded. Within a bright light, a brand new Bai Ning Bing was born. Success! We succeeded! Bai Xiang Heavenly Spirit stared with wide eyes and muttered. Under the rays of the lingering light, Bai Ning Bing raised her head to the sky, only to hear her say, 10,000 the mountain and 9 layers of the abyss, dragons coil at the bottom of the well. Today I rise up towards the clouds. My proud body soars towards true freedom. Her voice sounded like the roar of a dragon. Winds were rumbling as it echoed in the entire Baixiang grotto heaven. Baixiang, heavenly spirit, was in admiration. He knelt on the ground and said, "Congratulations to Master's new life. You have regained your immortal status." Bai Ningbing stopped her roaring. She descended. She was expressionless. Her skin was white as snow. Her facial features were even more distinct now. Her beauty had surpassed her former self. Her pale blue dragon eyes were emitting a cold aura to the outside world. But at the next moment, shock was expressed in her dragon eyes. What is going on? I already became an immortal. I have a real immortal aperture. Why did I become a woman? This, Bai Xiang, heavenly spirit, thought about his words carefully before explaining. The humans alike, Dragon's goo refinement method uses master as the immortal material. The result of the refinement depends on the proportion of immortal materials and how they mix together. Master had transformation path Dao marks earlier. To think that these Dao marks would affect your body and actually influence the final result of the goo refinement, turning you into a dragon lady. Bai Ningbing. She realized that the information path Dao marks in all her alliance agreements were gone, but the transformation path Dao marks still affected the results of her refinement. Like what the heavenly spirit said, the humans alike dragon's goo refinement method could not be strictly controlled. The participating immortal material had a lot of influence on the result. Bai Ningbing furrowed her brows. This was like a curse. Her female body curse had started ever since she was in Qingmao Mountain. After pondering for a while, Bai Ningbing asked, "How can I turn back to a man?" Now Bai Xiang, heavenly spirit, replied, "This is easy. Just cultivate transformation path in addition." Bai Ningbing was knowledgeable. She shook her head. "That does not solve the underlying problem. I have my northern dark ice soul physique. I will cultivate ice and snow path in the future." Bai Xiang, heavenly spirit, thought about it before saying, "Master, you have been reborn. The female body is your true gender. But if you want to change it, you will need to approach its root cause and find the other half of that rotation goo from the past, and refine it into an immortal goo. Using that immortal goo, you will be able to become a man." Bai Ningbing. The image of a person appeared in her mind uncontrollably. "Fang Yuan, to think that you would still be an obstacle to me now." Bai Ningbing snorted internally. She knew that Fang Yuan had the rank 8 battle strength upper extreme heavenly eagle. She had to plan for a long time to get that crucial goo worm from Fang Yuan. Central continent, Spirit Affinity House. Above the clouds, goo immortals gathered. Spirit Affinity House's first supreme elder said, "Bu Zhenzi, you have to protect our sex fairy in this Northern Plains journey. She is only a false immortal, and her ascension was only recently." Bu Zhenzi was the supreme elder of Spirit Affinity House. "A rank 7 phantom path goo immortal," he said. "Everyone, as long as I am alive, I will ensure her safety." He spoke with great confidence. First Supreme Elder nodded, looking at Zhao Lianyun. "You must not charge ahead in this journey. Always protect your own safety. Leave the rest to the others. The goo immortals going with you are all elite experts of the 10 great ancient sects. With our advantage as the attacker, there is a high chance of success." Zhao Lianyun nodded. She understood now that this granny was actually the goo immortal with the highest authority in Spirit Affinity House. She bowed deeply to the first Supreme Elder, Shu Hao, in Li Junying. "I am going now. Set off." First Supreme Elder waved her hand. Bu Zhenzi cupped his fist, bringing Zhao Lianyun with him, riding on a ruined bat and flying away. To think that Zhao Lianyun would become our sex fairy. Heaven is toying with us. I wonder if she will be able to save that Ma Hongyun. In my opinion, the chances are high after all. All of the goo immortals going to Northern Plains are elites of our sex. This is a powerful force. The goo immortals conversed as they left. "I will go talk to our daughter." Fairy Bai Qing had a look of worry as she spoke to Feng Zhuge. Feng Zhuge nodded. This time he also wanted to go to Northern Plains, but Heavenly Court denied his suggestion. Feng Zhuge was a legendary genius rarely seen in thousands of years. He was so talented none could match him. He possessed rank 8 battle strength with just rank 7 cultivation level. According to common logic, he would be the best person to send to Northern Plains, but he was unable to become part of the rescue team. At this point, Feng Zhuge did not know what Heavenly Court was thinking or planning. When Fairy Bai Qing met with Feng Jin Huang, the latter was sitting by the lake, looking at the ripples on the surface as she went into a daze. Fairy Bai Qing felt caring and affection in her heart. She knew her daughter had always wanted to become Spirit Affinity House's fairy. She worked hard for it, but now Zhao Lianyun gained Love Gu's acknowledgement. She was also supported by Heavenly Court, becoming Spirit Affinity House's fairy. This way, Feng Jin Huang was eliminated from the competition. Fairy Bai Qing walked towards Feng Jin Huang. Why? Still thinking about the fairy position? No, mother, I was thinking, why did I not obtain Love Gu's acknowledgement? Feng Jin Huang's eyes were red. She had secretly cried earlier. That is because you do not have love. Fairy Bai Qing sat beside Feng Jin Huang, stretching out her hand as she touched Feng Jin Huang's hair. Feng Jin Huang asked, why do I not have love? What is love? Fairy Bai Qing's gaze flickered. She thought about it before saying, love is different from familial affection and friendship. It is a type of affinity, like when I met your father. Love came suddenly, and nobody expected it. Love cannot be forced. It is all up to your affinity. Feng Jin Huang shook her head. I do not want to leave it to fate. This is not my style. I want to find love and be acknowledged by Love Gu and take back the position of fairy. Mother, do you think this is possible? Fairy Bai Qing smiled. This was basically impossible, but seeing her daughter's expectant gaze, as a mother, how could she say the truth? Thus she said, there is a possibility, but you need to find a lover first. A lover is not your father or mother, or those female companions by your side.